This is wild. It's crazy how easy it is to manipulate AI. Check this out.
So in the hours after the Bondi attack, social media was flooded with misinformation and disinformation about the shooting, including false claims about the gunman and fake images of the scene. In one instance, X's AI chatbot repeatedly misidentified hero Ahmed Al-Ahmed, the man who was filmed tackling one of the gunmen and disarming him, claiming he was an IT professional by the name of Edward Crabtree.
So what we're seeing here is exactly what I've been talking about for a while. This is where AI is looking to get you the best results. It either hallucinates or it quotes something online, a forum post, a quote on Reddit, and it just delivers that misinformation and you just take it as gospel. Watch this.
Alastair McGibbon is Chief Strategy Officer at CyberCX, a leading provider of cybersecurity experts. He's also the former National E-Safety Commissioner. Alastair McGibbon, what have been some of the examples which have raised red flags for you?
The hero Ahmed Al-Ahmed was misnamed by Elon Musk's, which is on the X platform, and it used information from a website that was registered on Sunday in Iceland as its main source of information and disregarded information coming from legitimate media sources in Australia.
So look, I'm not going to get political. It's questionable what are legitimate sources, but a website that went up just recently after the event is being cited as the source of truth on Grok, but ChatGPT, Claude, AI, other language models do exactly the same thing. I witness this every single day in the work that I do. My job is to help my clients, the small businesses, get more visitors from AI, from SEO, from search engines, from anywhere where people are looking. So naturally, I'm studying exactly how AI makes those decisions. And I've been ranting about this for a while. I released a video just recently on how my listicle posts, where I'm just putting up pages online about top 10 builders, top 10 plumbers, and AI is simply taking my content as gospel. I've tested sites that are just a few weeks old. Let's hypothetically say I put up a website on Best Building Inspector Melbourne or Building Inspectors Melbourne. All I do is I build out the service pages, build out a very good About Us page, a trustworthy page. I submit that website to Bing Webmaster Tools, which is essentially ChatGPT. I submit that to Google Webmaster Tools, which is Google. I don't send any backlinks for this test. And what I do is I put up some listicle posts on top 10 building inspectors, Sydney, Brisbane and whatnot. And I'm seeing ChatGPT quote my stuff within weeks of being live. Now, no doubt this will get cleaned up as like anything with SEO. It's just wild that it's still working almost, 2 years or 3 years since ChatGPT's been launched. And generally speaking, in the SEO world, when one website mentions another, it's like a handshake between two sites. It's how Google judges your website trustworthy when you're being mentioned. So the work that I'm doing isn't like a new tactic or anything. It's just normal standard SEO procedures are helping websites show up. In this case, let's just watch the rest of it.
It highlights the bizarre world we're heading into as we make AI for everything, just how badly AI can be poisoned with information. We also...
So I couldn't agree more here that it's so easy to influence. You sitting at your computer can whip up a whole bunch of articles online to say that Eugene is the hottest Thai female on Tasmania. And you syndicate those articles online with some pictures and some other stuff. And Eugene will be, probably from these words, the prettiest Thai on Tasmanian island, Flinders Island, Madagascar. I'm just throwing keywords in there. It's wild that this stuff is teaching the search engines. Moral of the story, how does the small business take advantage of this? Now, ethically, release valuable content online about your business. how trustworthy you are. Explain how long you've done the jewelry business for, how many years of experience, where did you graduate, how did you study, what was your journey. Experience, expertise, trust, and authority. This is why I have 50 interview questions which I throw at all of the new clients that I begin working with. I interview them myself. Sometimes I'll bring over this camera. That way I'll end up with 2 hours of audio that is transcribed, that is reworded in a particular manner, that all falls into the 4 buckets of experience, expertise, trust, and authority. That means a gangster about us page that goes up. That means valuable service pages that goes up. But then that content is also syndicated across social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, search engines, and AI is paying heavy attention to the transcript of videos. So if you're going to show that beautiful jewelry that you've just recently created, Mario, talk to us. Tell us what you're doing. Explain the process. That way your content, even without a website, has a chance to rank, because that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a big fight between the giants. Everyone is fighting for real estate to the point where they will happily hallucinate, make shit up to keep you glued on the platform. And if you understand how that works, then we just need to feed content about your business that in a positive light, in a truthful, ethical way. In my world, I have about 800 websites that I own. So I have a lot of real estate that I will have maybe 100 websites in the trade space. It might be a website about a builder, home renovations, bathroom renovations. So naturally on my sites, I will place top 10 builders in Sydney and place my client first to educate the AI search engines that I believe that builder is the best. They're called listicle posts, and over the years they've lost a lot of traffic, but they're still proving to be quite trustworthy as considered by AI. So let's watch the rest of it.
Or, for example, and it's spread on Reddit and WhatsApp and on X, a fake image of what was allegedly a Jewish person having blood painted onto them as makeup, alleging, of course, that this incident didn't occur. And it highlights again how we need to be super careful of what we see on out of our AI engines and what we see on social media.
Yeah, I don't want this to be political. I'm going to keep in my lane, which is talk about digital marketing. But I noticed, I began to be really careful some years back. I keep away from the medical space in this stuff, in the NDIS space. I don't do this because ethics. I keep away from the pharmaceutical space, casino and gambling. There's a lot of dark spaces there. So, moral of the story, publish valuable, consistent content online, have it syndicated. The more places, I wouldn't even have it syndicated. That's duplicate content. Rewrite it to suit the platform that you're loading it on. Get interviews, jump on podcasts, make sure all of the places that you're being mentioned are all linking back to your brand and somewhat. So when Google or AI see your brand, see all the places that you're being mentioned, you have a higher chance of showing up. No doubt this needs to get fixed. I'm seeing results where if you ask AI, how do I cure depression? Depending on the AI language model that you ask, the answers will be all kinds of different. The most shocking one is if you jump off a specific type of bridge, you will resolve your problem. Not saying that's what you do, but that's the state of AI at the moment, where these giants are fighting for our attention. They're making mistakes and how things are displayed. So just question everything that you see. AI is great for doing research. Where should I go on a holiday? At what time of the year is it raining? And where should I buy tickets? That kind of stuff. But health related stuff, political stuff, just do a bit more digging around. It's really hard these days. Every month it's harder and easier for the giants to manipulate us. But just question everything. Let me know if you have any questions. Hope that helps.